Let's switch gears to a little bit back to the domestic stuff you were touching on in the beginning, and all these town hall meetings and the likes where a lot of Republican congressmen, senators are getting heat from their constituents, not happy with their go-along policies, and that they tried to negotiate with the Obama administration when they argue that they've been too accommodating. What do you think of that, and if it just leads to civil war within the Republican Party?
The Republican Party, sadly, is ossifying. If it's not careful, it's going to turn into the old Whig Party and turn into nothing. It doesn't really stand for anything. This is going to be a problem going forward in terms of elections. It's not so much a civil war. At this point, conservatives, Tea Party activists, and Americans generally are concerned about the direction of the country. This spending is crippling. Our healthcare industry is being destroyed. People are losing their policies, and everybody across the economic spectrum are losing their policies. Wouldn't it be wonderful if John Boehner stood up and said, we're the party of health care for all the people, and therefore we are going to do everything we can defeat Obamacare. And if Obama wants to shut down the government, that's up to him. We are sending a bill to Harry Reid right now that funds the government, all but Obamacare. But the Republicans don't do that. What are they doing? They're attacking Ted Cruz, they're attacking Rand Paul, Mike Lee, and on down the list. The Republican Party seems to think that timidity is the way forward. It's not.
So when Ted Cruz and others who support this, linking this to funding the government, say it's an uphill battle and probably won't go anywhere, then why keep pursuing it?
I don't know. Why pursue any battle? I mean, do you just go along with the flow all the time? The answer is no. If Reagan had gone along with the flow, there never would have been a Reagan. We have to, Reagan had to fight the Republican establishment in 3 primaries to be the nominee of the Republican Party and then win in 2 landslides. This is a problem conservatives have within the Republican Party. And so the issue isn't, you're going to have a civil war, you're going to... are you going to hurt the Republican Party? The issue is what's right for America, and some party has to stand up and take on this monster.
Mark, I understand where you're coming from. Just from your last visit, I got a lot of emails, which might surprise you.
Good.
And a lot of people were saying, most complimentary, but some were saying, well, what does Mark Levin want? Another 1964 where the Republicans just fractured themselves into a landslide defeat and didn't get their act together really until 1980 before conservatives won with Ronald Reagan. Is that what he wants? Is that what you want?
No, I want a 1980 and 1984. Those are the administrations I served in when I saw a conservative Republican president who knew what he was doing, who took on the establishment. He won some, more than he lost, and he helped put this country on a proper direction. And then the Republican Party, after he left, lurched back to its neo-statist roots.
So you don't think Scott Walker, Wisconsin, was in today talking about this very issue and your beefs and others. And he said that it is hurting the party now. I want you to listen to this and get your reaction. Scott Walker.
You think it's way too early? You think it's too early for them and Hillary Clinton
I think it's
and anybody else to be saying that?
Well, at least on the Republican side, I think it's too early. I think it's a disservice both to the party and to the country because we've got 36 races for governor next year. 22 of them, including me, are Republican governors.
I think he said you're doing a disservice.
It's too early to do what? To stand on principle and fight? Does he not realize that's what he did when all of us came and supported him? I'm not even sure what he's talking about. Well, what the hell are the Republicans going to run on? We didn't defund Obamacare, reelect us. We supported the Dream Act and Amnesty, reelect us. We're not going to stop profligate spending when it comes to the debt ceiling, reelect us. Look, we buckled to Obama on his appointees to the EPA and the courts, reelect us. Somebody, please, somebody tell me, what does the Republican Party stand for today? And this is the problem. It stands for mush. And Scott Walker shocks me. Scott Walker, who took on the unions and took them on in Wisconsin, had the support of the Tea Party and the conservative movement, and he showed it could win. Scott Walker could be a prime national example of this. And instead, if what you say is accurate, I only heard a little clip of it,
right.
It's very sad.
Mark Levin, regardless, always good. Thank you.